person by where he or she lives.
There we go.
I'd introduce myself. Anyway, here's my center of operations.
Okay, we can look how to be a detective. Oh, that's just telling you. Okay, we can load in. So, how do I am a chef. Load. So I must have just finished lunch. Just finished lunch. Cool. Okay. Well, do we hear? Oh gosh. Not that high. There we go. There's the music. Can you hear the music though is the question. Think so? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Just making sure. Okay, so let's look at our to-do list. Where are we at? What do we need to do? So keep an eye out for 2 pictures that are missing in the bone. That's right. Go to the ice fishing shack.
Check.
Yeah, we did that yesterday. And that's right, someone tried to blow us up. Figure out if the note I found in the coat the wolf left for me means anything. Follow the wolf tracks to find out. I do need to follow the wolf tracks. Get some snowshoes. Call Chantel and get the combination to the lock. Oh, that's right, to get to the snowshoes. Fill out, Tino's survey. Add paprika to each of the guest food and see if any of them complains. But why, though? I don't know why we would be doing that. Okay, well, let's see. This is our survey. So we have to see hometown. Which planet in the solar system does the suspect identify with? Oh, here it is. Hates paprika. Ugh, that's so annoying. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to pull out. I'm gonna pull out my handy dandy Gudetama notebook. And we're gonna, I guess we're gonna have to start taking some notes. So, let's see. Let me grab a pen. So we have, it's Guadalupe is one of them. Guadalupe, Lou, right? Lou. Gosh, this is so annoying. Side of bed. And then hometown. Like, why is any of this relevant to solving the case? Planet. Paprika. Like, literally, like, do they like paprika? Why? Why does that matter? Okay. It's stupid. Let's see. Suspects. So, Guadalupe. Bill Kessler's the other one. I couldn't remember his name. Bill. And then Yanni is the last guy. Okay, so we'll have to remember for dinner to sneak paprika on their stuff. All right. And then I've already done the chores for today, so we'll have to wait until tomorrow and do the chores to see. And then we have to talk to each of them to find out their hometown and planet, what planet they would be. Okay, but let's see if we can get the snowshoes. Let's see.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
What's up?
That's it for now.
I have to get going too. Bye.
But our task is to get... What? What? Do I have to, like... We need those snowshoes, so why? Golly. Okay. Let's see if they're here. Nope. Well, what? Maybe I need to just go to bed. And just make it the next day. Ooh, I should write down what room each of these people sleep in. Because I'm going to get so confused. Okay, so Bill lives in Pish Pish. Pish Pish. Lou is in, what is that? Ena? 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 I don't know. Guadalupe is in Olali. And Yanni is in Kala Kala. Okay. Cool. So now we will go to bed. We'll wake up in the morning. Anything in here? I'm always just going to double check because we can get in here for a reason. I just don't know the reason why. Okay, let's go to bed. So we want it to be... Okay, 7 p.m. Let's actually do... We'll do 7, that's fine. Okay.
What do you want?
Ooh.
You messed with my rifle, didn't you?
This I gotta hear.
Excuse me?
This fax just came for you. It's from the wacko left-wing wildlife gang that paid you to screw up my rifle so I'd miss that wolf.
How dare you talk to me like that? I'm leaving this place right now.
Good. You just got yourself an escort off the premises.
That's not good. We need to talk to her. Oh, not everyone needs room service right now. F. Okay, Kala Kala. So this is Yanni. We need to figure out what side of the bed he sleeps on. Okay, so I'm so... Is it the side of the bed like... that if you're just looking at the bed? Or if you're in the bed? Do you know what I mean? Looking at it, he sleeps on the left side. If he's in bed, it's the right side. So I'm going to say the right side. I guess. It's so, again, so pointless. Like, why do we... Oh, I didn't grab the laundry bag. Okay.
Shoot, I can't clean
I
this
know,
room yet.
I know.
I don't have anything to...
Let me leave. Okay, let's grab the laundry bag. Okay, got it. Oh my gosh, I just... Sometimes if I click too far, it'll click me out of the game and totally close the window. And that's what happened. Okay. I went too far. I did not even... I clicked out of the game again, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's go back to him, because we still need to grab his dirty laundry. Okay. So Aina, that's Lou. Pish Pish is Bill. So Bill sleeps also on the right side. Let's hope... I don't think Guadalupe will leave yet. Okay. Can I still not get in their wardrobes? Yeah, okay. Okay, and then we're not allowed to do theirs, so we'll have to wait another day. I can make breakfast and then do paprika. Okay. So, Yanni. 3 French toast, 3 ham. But can I put paprika on these? I can't. Oh my gosh. Can I put paprika on this? I can't. Oh no, don't burn, don't burn. I knew it was gonna burn. Okay, so I might be able to put paprika on omelets. Gosh, this is just such a freaking Tony Balducci.
Order up.
2 French toast, 3. Right? 2 French, 3 Canadian bacon. Gotta freaking watch these French toasts. Oh, 1. Okay, definitely grab that French toast. It burns so fast. Okay, and so, nope. An omelet. So Lou wants an omelet. Okay, put paprika on there. 2 bacon, 1 spinach. And then 0 to 1. 0 to 1. Okay. 3 Canadian bacons there. And then 1 Canadian bacon. Alright, let's see if Lou
Order up.
sneezes. So I'm gonna say Lou does like paprika. Because he's not sneezing or anything. Okay, 1, 3 French toasts. Yeah, okay, let's do the last 3. One, 2, 3. Okay, this is Freddie, so we don't need to put paprika on hers. 3 Canadian bacon. Oh, 1 French toast. How do I... 2 on there? You know what? I think I made an extra one. Okay, so she wants an omelet. I think we got a couple omelets. Yeah. Okay, so Freddie we don't need to worry about making her sneeze. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, they want... Who's that? Bill. Okay. So he wants 2 bacon, 2 spinach.
Order up.
Oh, no. Let's get a paprika on there. 2 bacon, 2 spinach, 3 peppers. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then they just want that. Oh, and 1 Canadian bacon. So who's that? Ollie. Okay. Okay, let's see if Bill
Order up.
reacts. I don't hear him reacting to the paprika.
Oh, and by the way, don't go adding paprika to Lou Talbot's food anymore. He hates paprika.
No. Okay, and then... Okay, and Bill is good with paprika. Lou hates it. Okay. Oh, they're still not there. Okay. Man, what am I missing?
I can't send this yet. First, I have to call Tino and tell him to turn his machine on. I don't want to carry dirty laundry around all day. I should get rid of this bag.
So this dude, what? Everyone is gone. Oh, no.
What you need?
I couldn't help but overhear the argument you and Miss Camillo had.
She messed up my rifle so I couldn't shoot that wolf. So I tossed her out, told her to take her little crusade somewhere else.
Have you told Chantal that you threw her out?
No, not yet. She's not gonna be happy. But by golly, that woman was a menace. Anybody who deliberately sabotaged a man's rifle is capable of anything. But at least now I know why I missed that wolf. And like I told her as I was giving her the bum's rush, next time, I won't miss.
That's all the questions I had.
See you later.
What am I supposed to do? Call Chantal and get the combination so I can get the snowshoes out of there.
Check.
Oh. I did that, but I don't know about all of the guests. This is the note we found in the pocket. Maybe all right, here. Oh, I'll just put a no on Tina's survey when it comes to her disliking. Yeah, this is all I found on his survey. Super helpful. Let's call Ned, see if he can help us.
Hi, Nance.
Hey, Ned.
Everything all right?
Someone dressed in a black snowmobiling suit decked me with an ice ball. And when I came to, the lake had been blown to pieces and I was stranded on an ice floe.
Are you okay?
I am now. But remember that piece of black fabric I saw sticking out of Trapper Dan's needle?
You think it came from the clothes the guy who threw the ice ball was wearing?
It's a definite possibility. And if that person also blew up the lake, he or she could be the same person who blew up the bunkhouse.
Which means if you come across someone who owns a black snowmobiling suit that's missing a piece of fabric, you probably found your culprit.
Guadalupe Camillo admitted she came to Icicle Creek Lodge not to watch birds, but to protect the wolf.
So you were right.
Yep.
And all the accidents?
Well, I suppose that she and that organization she belongs to might feel the best way to protect the wolf is by forcing Chantal to shut down the lodge, but...
But what?
She's just so passionate about the wolf. I respect that, and I guess it makes me want to give her the benefit of the doubt.
She lied to you once, Nancy. Just remember that.
I'd better get going.
I miss you, you know.
I miss you too. Bye, Ned.
See if Chantal will tell us now about the lock.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy
Really?
again.
What's up?
Nothing else to report.
Answers, Nancy. I need answers.
I'm gonna call the sheriff now. Maybe we need to tell him about someone blowing up the ice fishing.
this is Mohican.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again.
Yes?
One of the guests at the hotel, Yanni Volkstaya, he says someone threw a bomb at him while he was out skiing.
Well, did he see who it was?
He didn't see anything except the explosion, which I'm pretty sure is the same one I mentioned to you before.
Was he hurt?
No,
Why are you telling me this instead of him?
because he's a cross-country skiing champion and he's convinced it was one of his competitors. Apparently the governments of the people he's beaten are as ruthless as they are sore losers.
So what do you want me to do?
I don't know. Investigate?
Well, if this Yanni guy wasn't concerned enough to call us, I don't see what good we can do. Life's too short, we're too understaffed, and it's just too darn cold to go traipsing around out there for nothing.
Do you need some kind of permit to hunt wolves around here?
No, ma'am.
You mean Ollie Randall can go after that white wolf that's been hanging around outside the lodge and just shoot it?
Yes, ma'am. It's always open season on wolves out here. You can kill as many of them as you want.
Somehow that doesn't seem right.
Well, the animals wolves go after don't have a problem with it, I can guarantee you that.
I'll let you get back to work.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright, let's call freaking stupid Tino. As much as I do not want to.
Hey, Nancy. I was wondering when your number there was gonna show up on caller ID. This is Dino Balducci. Remember me? From that last train to Blue Moon Canyon we went on? Yeah, I'm the one who helped you find that long-lost treasure.
I'm not sure helped is the right word, Mr. Balducci.
Please, call me Tino.
In fact, Tino, I'm a little surprised you're still in law enforcement, considering some of the unethical, if not illegal, stunts you pulled back then.
Hey, that's all behind me. Ancient history. Water under the bridge. So, looks like we're gonna be working together on this sabotage thing, huh?
Looks like.
So Chantel sent you my little survey, huh? What'd you think?
Well, the questions were very...
Ingenious?
That's not quite the word I was going to use, but anyway, I did have one question. You wanted me to fill out the survey for everyone at the lodge but Ollie. Why is that?
Because Ollie's an employee?
So?
Nancy, in my experience, which, let's face it, is far vaster than yours, employees don't do stuff that's gonna endanger their jobs. And if these accidents force Chantel to shut down, Ollie'd be out of a job. Ergo, Ollie is not a suspect.
No offense, but I think you're wrong.
Oh yeah? Well, tell me this, Miss Smarty Boots. How much is Chantel paying you? Huh? How much?
Nothing.
Well, she's paying me. So what's that tell you, huh?
That you're ripping her off? That you're a professional?
That's right. I'm the professional here. So, we done with the survey?
I sure am.
Good girl.
I am not.
Turn on my fax machine here. Okay, let her rip.
I am...
You messed up somewhere, Nancy. According to the survey you just sent me, the only crime any of our suspects could have
I never said I was
perpetrated is
done.
jaywalking. Do it over and call me before you fax it, okay?
You bet.
Anything else?
How is it that you know Chantal?
Friend of a friend heard about all the problems she was having up there and immediately figured she could use my crime-solving expertise. So I gave her a call, we had lunch, we hit it off, and bingo. I got myself a new client.
How many clients do you have?
I have enough. I mean, you go spreading yourself too thin in this business, and the next thing you know, crime out the wazoo.
I guess maybe I could use a hint.
That's what I'm here for.
Ollie kicked Guadalupe Camillo out of the lodge, which means I'm going to have a problem filling out that survey of yours.
Well, I guess this is one case where you'll have to call her and ask her the questions outright. But only some of the questions, just the ones you have to ask, and only her. And be subtle. If she lies, it'll mess up the whole survey, so don't make her suspicious.
I have to find out what side of the bed she gets out of. How subtle can I be?
Use your imagination. Look, just shoot the breeze for a while. Talk about girly stuff. Then say something like, "Boy, you sure sound chipper. Maybe I should start getting out of the same side of the bed you do. What side is that anyway? And boom, next thing you know, she's telling you without giving it a second thought. Piece of cake.
Right. You've been a big help.
It was nothing. Ciao for now.
Literally has not been helpful at all. Okay, well, we know. Yes. No. We figured out Bill gets out of the right side, and so does Yanni. Alright, will that stay? Yes, okay. So he says we need to call Guadalupe.
This is Lupe. Leave a message and perhaps we'll talk later.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I'll call you later.
That's super effing helpful. What the heck? I'm clearly missing something. I guess I'm just like, it seems like I need to do something to trigger. Oh, you know what? I haven't done this. Do I really need to do this every day? Let's see. All right. 13. Ooh. They're touching too. Oh. Okay, we know. Oof.
Whoa!
Shoot. I am dead.
Fell through the ice?
Yes, but I'm okay now. I just got a little wet and cold. Actually, I got really cold. My lips turned this really interesting shade of violet.
You're supposed to be investigating accidents, not having them.
I know. I'll be more careful next time. I promise.
I'd like to believe that, Nancy, but I just can't afford
You don't need to go through all of this to
I'm in enough
fire
trouble with
me.
my
I know I
insurance
died.
already.
You don't mean...
Oh, but I do mean you're fired.
Okay. I think I cracked too much ice. Ugh. Oh, shit. Ooh, this is where it's getting hairy. I don't think I have... Ooh. So this means it's touching 2. I only have 3 left though. I'm screwed if I... So 1, so this one here has to be 2. One, this could be 2 up here. Could be 2 here though. F.
That ought to do it.
Oh my gosh. Wild. Am I gonna see something else? Gosh, it just like looks like I'm gonna see something. That's that way. Let's just try going to Trapper Dan's Needle, see if there's anything.
That's weird. The rock that had the fossil in it is gone.
It's true.
I'm not going out there again. Too dangerous.
Okay. I just feel like I need to trigger some sort of event, you know? Gosh, the way this moves, it's like so freaky. It just feels like something's gonna pop out. So the fossil's gone.
I feel warmer already. That's for me.
Nancy, because of that Neanderthal of a handyman, I've been forced to return home. Please call me when it comes to the White Wolf. There's much for us to talk about. Okay. Now we should be able to talk to her. I also wondered... Let's just talk to her first. We're right here. Okay. Now we should be able to talk to her.
Hello?
Miss Camillo, hi, it's Nancy Drew from Icicle Creek Lodge.
Yes, of course. Is the wolf all right?
Well, Ollie hasn't succeeded in shooting or trapping it yet, if that's what you mean.
If only I was there to protect it. Our organization is trying desperately to arrange to have the wolf captured and transported to a sanctuary. But so far, all the ones we've contacted are full. And unless and until we find a place for it, our hands are tied. Tell me more about the contact you've had with the wolf.
After I was buried by an avalanche, it dug a hole in the snow so I could escape.
It may have sensed you were in trouble, or its behavior may have been totally random. But either way, the fact that the wolf didn't simply run away from you is very bad news.
It is?
Wolves and humans simply do not mix. While wolves may appear to be similar to dogs, behaviors that have been bred out of dogs after thousands of years of domestication are still instinctive to wolves. Training a wolf to behave like a dog may mask those instincts, but it cannot eradicate them. For that reason, no matter how sociable the wolf may appear, instinct can at any moment rear its ugly head with devastating results for any humans involved and for the wolf. Especially for the wolf, who will have simply been doing what comes naturally.
So the fact that this wolf doesn't seem to be that afraid of people could lead people to think they don't have to be afraid of it.
Precisely. It could make them forget that all wolves are, first and foremost, wild. And while we're on the subject, do not ever, ever give in to the temptation to feed the wolf. For one thing, a wolf's jaws are twice as powerful as a German shepherd's, and should your hand happen to get in its way when it tries to feed...
I get the picture.
For another thing, making the wolf dependent upon you for food would seal its doom. It sounds strange, Nancy, but the very best thing you can do for that wolf is nothing.
Are you the one who wrecked all the gear that was in the fishing shack?
Yes, that was me. I was afraid that Bill Kessler fellow would encounter the wolf on one of his trips out to the shack, and that it would end badly for the wolf. So I did a number on his equipment. I've done worse while working on behalf of Run and Grow Free. Believe me.
This is going to sound like a really weird question, but From what side of the bed do you usually get up?
Why in the world do you want to know that?
Oh, please don't try to make me explain.
Well, it's a harmless question, I suppose. Let's see. I get up on my left side.
If I were to ask you which planet you most identify with, which one would you say?
Earth. No, wait. Make that Venus. No, Earth. No, actually Venus. No, Earth. No offense, dear, but that's a very silly question.
Tell me about it. When you were here at the lodge, how come you had a magazine that featured Yanni Volkstaya in your room?
You're very observant. I read the article thinking he might make a good spokesperson for Run and Grow Free. But then I actually talked to him. At which point I realized that not only is he a raving egomaniac, but he's appallingly superstitious when it comes to wolves. I put an abrupt end to that conversation.
So, are you kind of an expert on wolves?
Oh, good heavens, no. Although I probably know more about them than most people do, which unfortunately isn't saying much.
Things like what?
Well, I know that a wolf that lives by itself, like the one up there at the lodge, a lone wolf, if you will, a wolf like that is called a disperser. And I know that 95% of the wolf's natural habitat down here in the lower 48 states has disappeared. And I know some people, a lot of people, couldn't care less. But it seems to me that wolves have just as much right to go about their business in this country as we humans do. After all, they were here first.
Did you ever hear any explosions while you were staying at Icicle Creek Lodge?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I heard several.
Do you have any idea what caused them?
My first thought was that Ollie had completely lost it and was going after the wolf with explosives. But when I realized that even he wasn't that stupid, I assumed it was someone clearing an avalanche or a downed tree or something. While we're on the subject of explosions, did anyone ever figure out what made the bunkhouse blow up like that?
The sheriff says it was plastic explosives.
Wow, that's serious. No offense, but it sounds to me like instead of hiring a new maid, the owner of the lodge should have hired herself a detective.
Yeah.
Little did
Why
you
didn't
know
you just
she
come
hired
out and
both.
tell the people at Icicle Creek Lodge that you were there to protect the wolf?
Because I assumed, and quite correctly as it turns out, that very few people there would be sympathetic to my cause. Had I not been undercover, they may have tried to foil my efforts. Instead, I was able to foil theirs. For a while, at least.
Why can't the group you belong to just capture the wolf, take it out to the middle of nowhere, and let it go?
Because unfortunately, there's really no such place as nowhere anymore. We humans are, or can be, everywhere. Plus, wolves can travel great distances. Contact with humans would be inevitable. And since this wolf has obviously lost its fear of humans, it would be an easy target for anyone prone to shoot first and ask questions later. No, a sanctuary is the only place where it would be truly safe.
What's a sanctuary?
It's a facility where wolves can live out their lives in as natural a setting as possible in the company of other wolves.
You mean like a zoo?
No, sanctuaries are usually not open to the general public. And while educating visitors about wolves is certainly one of their goals, their primary concern is preserving the animals they take in. Unfortunately, the more humans encroach on wolves' natural habitat, the more crowded the sanctuaries become.
Aren't there any government agencies that can take care of the wolf?
For the most part, and especially up there, wolves are considered to be pests. If a government agency got involved, it would take care of the wolf all right. Permanently.
It gets so cold here at night. Will the wolf be okay?
Not only are wolves built to withstand cold temperatures, but they know instinctively what to do to survive in extreme conditions. If they didn't, they would have disappeared from the earth eons ago.
I'd better get going.
Thanks for calling. Oh, and from now on, call me Lupe. I think you've earned that right.
Okay, well, we never found out her hometown or paprika. So Earth. She gets out of the left. Okay, let me check. They say we're supposed to periodically open the sauna, so.
Ah, I am glad for the chance to talk once again. There is something I must explain.
By all means, explain away.
What I said before about wolves. It is because my grandmother was killed by wolves. Killed and devoured.
Are you serious?
Years ago, when my mother was a little girl, her mother, my grandmother, was on her way back from the village on her motor scooter, which was and still is the only means of transportation most Fredonians can afford. It was January, and the sun had just set, and it was dark, very cold. There were thousands of wolves in the countryside that winter. At night they would roam in huge, hungry packs. My grandmother was halfway home when she came upon a young man waving from the side of the road for her to stop. He too had been on a scooter, but his had broken down, and wolves were gathering all around him, preparing to attack. My grandmother, of course, stopped, and he leapt on behind her, and they took off down the road with the wolves, dozens of them, chasing after them. But with two people riding it, her scooter was slow, much too slow, and the wolves soon caught up with them. And when one of the wolves seized my grandmother's boot in its teeth and started to pull, instead of helping her, the man pushed her off the bike. It instantly gained speed and he got away. My grandmother, set upon by the wolves, did not.
If she died, how do you know that's what happened?
Tormented by guilt, the young man eventually confessed. He went to prison for several years, and the wolves were hunted year-round until the countryside was rid of them. But the damage was done. And so, I'm happy to talk to you about any subject except wolves. About them, I have nothing to say.
Ever see Lou Talbot when you're out there training?
The college student? Just yesterday I had to slow down to avoid colliding with him. It ruined my whole session.
Would you mind telling me what planet you most identify with?
Pluto.
Actually, Pluto's not a planet anymore.
That is exactly the point. Pluto stirs up passion and controversy, yet it continues undaunted on its course, as do I. Pluto and I, we are as brothers.
I really need to get somewhere in the backcountry and was thinking you could maybe give me a cross-country ski lesson or two?
Out of the question. I don't have the time, the equipment, or frankly, the desire. I am sorry.
You're busy, so I'll let you go.
Kavichinaya.
Okay. I'm wondering if we look at the magazine about him, if it will say what his hometown is there. So where did he... Guadalupe had the magazine, so Olali. Pish Pish, Olali. Oh, the magazine's gone now. Well, that doesn't help. Okay, so he said Pluto. And I don't know, I feel like maybe he's from, was it Fredonia? Is that a... I mean, that could be it, huh? Observations. Clues. Oh, and we're just supposed to say no for her thing. Guadalupe. Okay, the wolf. Nothing crazy there. Okay. Well, now what? Okay.
Hello again.
I know this is going to sound like a strange question, but what planet do you most identify with?
I guess it would be Mars. You know, that whole god of war thing?
I should have known. I'll see you two later, okay?
Drop by anytime.
What's up?
I was just wondering, what planet do you most identify with?
Planet X.
I'm sorry, I meant in our solar system.
Planet X?
But there is no Planet X.
There will be.
So, you identify with Planet X.
Planet X. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
Would it be alright if I borrowed your snowshoes?
No.
I don't really have to borrow yours. Any old pair would do.
Well, in that case, no.
What's the matter with you? Afraid of cooties? Let her use your snowshoes.
I've only got one pair, and they're like precious, you know? Sorry, dude, the answer's no. What can I say?
Well, good luck with the game.
Happy trails.
Okay, so Lou said Mars. Bill said Planet X. We don't know if you Paprika. We have none of their hometowns. Oh. Oh, I just realized the computer. Aha. So, his is Elad, Sate, Bill, Toronto, Lou, Bree, or Brea? I don't know. Guadalupe is LA. Los Angeles. So Guadalupe, Los Angeles, Brea, Bill was Toronto, and his is one that I can't really pronounce. Elad Seat, whatever. So we need to figure out what side of the bed he gets out of, and Lou, if he likes paprika or not. You know what? Now that he won't lend me snowshoes, maybe now Chantel will lend me or give me the code.
Hello?
Hi, it's Nancy Drew.
I'm glad you called. Ollie tells me Guadalupe Camillo checked out.
Actually, it was more like Ollie threw her out.
Well, good riddance, right? I mean, he said she was an environmental nut job. In fact, he said he wouldn't be surprised if she's the one who caused those accidents and blew up the bunkhouse.
I don't think so.
You don't? I was hoping I could tell my lawyers that the case is closed and come home.
Just come home.
I still have to come up with proof.
Oh, that. Well, the lodge is probably better off without her in any case. Although she did pay for her stay in advance, and in cash. Cash is good. Oh well. Anything else to report?
Did you know that Ollie is building a trap to catch the wolf that's been hanging around?
No, but he told me he'd been having trouble shooting it, so good for him. Whatever it takes to get rid of it.
But why does he need to get rid of it? It's not hurting anything.
It's freaking out my guests, which means it's hurting my bottom line, especially on top of everything else that's been happening.
But why not, say, call a wolf sanctuary and have them come and take the wolf away? That would certainly be more humane.
Look, Ollie's had a lot of experience with varmints or whatever he calls them, so I have to assume that he knows best. In fact, I think he used to hunt wolves for food. Or was that bears? Lions, tigers, bears, wolves, they're all a huge insurance risk for someone in my business. So I don't care how Ollie does it. I just want that wolf gone. ASAP.
You'll hear from me again later.
Don't let me down, okay?
Okay, still not giving the combination. It's almost lunchtime. gosh.
What you need?
I'll get out of your hair now.
Good.
How can I help you?
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
It has been a pleasure.
They don't have anything to talk about. Maybe I call Ned again? I don't know.
Hello?
Me again.
So, how's it going?
That's all I have to report.
Good luck up there. And
Be careful. Goodbye, Ned.
Okay, I think maybe we go to our room and just set the clock to be 12. Take a little nap.
Not time for kitchen duty yet.
What do you mean? Yeah, noon to 1 p.m. That's now. There we go. I guess it's just a hair too early. All right. First one, Yanni. He wants a burger. So let's just see how many burgers. 1. Hello. 2. 3 burgers and 3 quesadillas, I think it was. Did I lose the quesadilla?
Order up.
Okay, those last 2 more quesadillas. 2 cheese. The last 2 I said.
Order up.
Freddie wants a burger too. Okay. 2 cheese. This is Yanni's, so we're gonna put paprika on it. 1 mustard, 1 ketchup.
Order up.
What do you want? 1 2 2 1 0 1 1. 1 2 2 1 0. I think it was 1 1.
Order up.
1 0 2 0 0 1 1. 1 0 2 0 0 1 1. Okay, so yes, what's his bucket is good with, or hates paprika. No, Yanni does not. And so we just need to know what side of the bed Lou wakes up from. So we need to just go to bed and have it be the next day. So 7 p.m. Just gonna do a lot of sleeping. 7 a.m. Okay, so first we need to grab the laundry bag. Oh, I didn't. I slept through dinner. Whoops. Whoops. Haven't been fired yet, so. Okay. So we need to pay attention to the Ina room. It's Kala Kala. It's Pish Pish. Ah. Oh. We don't know what side of the bed he sleeps on. Huh. I could just guess. Ooh. It's all totally unfair, and I'm sick of putting up with things that aren't fair. It's his fault, her fault, their fault that I don't have what's rightfully mine. They are thieves, and it's an insult to have what they stole from us waved around in my face. I could throttle him, both of them, for what they did. Justice shall be served one day. One day I will have justice. Whose room is this? Ooh, is this Bill's? So, Olali Pish Pish. Who lives in Pish Pish? It is Bill. Ooh, so he's super pissed about something. I think it's funny they didn't get mad at us for missing dinner last night. Kitchen was closed. Sorry. One, two, three. Come on. Oh, this is one omelet. Okay. I'm doing this so chaotically. Okay, you have your French toast and Canadian bacon. You want 3 French toasts. Is that? Yeah, they want 3 French toasts. Three and 2.
Order up.
Three and 2 French toast. So 5 French toast. First one wants 2 and then they want 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Omelet, omelet. Okay, so for this omelet, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's number 1. 2, 1, 0, 2, 0. 2, 1, 0, 2, 0. Yeah.
Order up.
Okay, 2 more. 1, 1, 3, 3, 1. 1, 1.
Order up.
3, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, and then 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay.
Order up.
Okay, so we're just gonna guess. So Lou, let's say he's on the left, and then if they say this is wrong, then we'll just switch Lou to the right. So let's call friggin' Tino. 5375.
Nancy, hey, you give that survey another shot?
I sure did.
Hang on. Okay, sock it to me. According to this survey, one of our suspects regularly breaks into pet shops, which, even if that's true, doesn't help us here. So...
I know.
All right,
do it
so
over.
it was wrong.
Anything else?
I'd better go.
You need help? Just give me a call.
Okay, so we need to switch his to right. So let's try that again.
Nancy, you do that survey over?
Yep.
Wait a sec. Machine's on. Go for it. This isn't right. From this survey, it would appear that one of our suspects is an expert at holding up taco stands. You're gonna have to do it over, okay?
No problem.
Anything else?
That does it for now.
You need help? Just give me a call.
Like, what am I? Los Angeles, Guadalupe, Lou was Bree. Toronto, Elad sit, and he said Pluto. He does not hate paprika. And at Toronto. We were able to, oh, you know what? Maybe these, you know how I was confused about which side it would be. Maybe because we're going to the left. It is the left. That's could be it. All right. So if this isn't correct, we will switch Lou's to the other side since we are just guessing for his, and then should get it.
Nancy, you do that survey over?
It's so
Yep.
stupid.
Wait a sec.
Especially since we know we
Machine's
solved
on.
this
Go for
case,
it.
not freaking Balducci. So.
Bad news, Nancy. The survey you send me indicates that the most we got on our hands up there is a litter bug. So you know what you gotta do, right?
I gotta do it over.
Correct. Anything else?
I guess maybe I could use a hint.
That's what I'm here for.
I don't get how I'm supposed to know what side of the bed everybody gets up on without asking them.
Nancy, you're the maid. You of all people should know what side of the
I
bed
know,
everybody
but Lou
gets
hasn't
up
had
on.
me clean
All
his
you have to
room
do
in a
is
few
use your
days.
eyes.
You've been a big help.
No, he has not.
Ciao for now.
Don't lie. So they're making it clear it's. And she said she gets out of the left side of the bed. So this has to be correct. Because Lou, we were just guessing the other two got out of the same side.
Nancy, you do that survey over?
My goodness.
Wait a sec. Machine's on. Go for it. This survey's not
What
even
the?
Now, if we were looking for somebody who never wears their seatbelt, we'd be in business. But since we're looking for a possible saboteur...
I'll do it again.
Anything else?
Think you could give me a hint?
About what?
On second thought, I don't need a hint. Maybe next time.
Always a pleasure.
I'm gonna just look it up because how am I supposed to? Okay. Nancy Drew, Icicle Creek survey. What am I getting wrong? Oh, Lou is both. Oh, and they put just X. Okay. So, we were close. So, this should just be X. Because he said Planet X, so I wrote that. And then apparently Lou is both. But again, Lou has not let us in his room to clean in ages. It's like 2 days. He has not. So I don't know how I'm supposed to know it's both when I can't even get him to do 1 day. Survey's so dumb.
Nancy, you do that survey over?
Yep.
Wait a sec.
All right.
Machine's on. Go for it.
Hopefully this gets freaking Tino Balducci out of our hair.
You did something wrong again, Nancy.
I'll do it over.
Anything else?
I guess maybe I could use a hint.
That's what I'm here for.
On second thought, I don't need a hint. Maybe next time.
What is going on? How is this still wrong? Am I spelling something wrong? They have left. Oh, it's because I switched the guys back. That's why. I put right originally, and then I thought maybe I just don't understand what they mean by left or right. And so I switched it back. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have this phone number memorized. Try again.
Nancy, you do that survey over?
Yep.
Wait a sec. Machine's on. Go for it. You did something
I did
wrong
not do
again,
anything
Nancy.
wrong.
I'll do it over.
Anything else?
That does it for now.
Oh my gosh, this is so aggravating. Especially since this is just to appease someone who's not even the real detective. Los Angeles, Bria, Toronto, Earth. This has them switched. This says Bill says X, and the other guy says Mars, but I know that's not true. That cannot be. That can't be, though. Other people are having a hard time with it too, but this had them switched. That just, I know that's not right though. Is it because they're all capitalized, maybe? Should they not be? Should that even affect the answer? It's just like even more frustrating that this is the part that I'm stuck on when, again, he's just a phony. Again, these are wrong. This is the wrong. But when I looked it up, this is what people said, or this is what one place said the answers were. I like barely even looked at the number that time.
Nancy, you do that survey over?
Yep.
Wait a sec. Machine's on. Go for it.
That's wrong. Oh.
Nice work, Nancy. According to the survey, our perp is none other than our bird-watching champion.
That's so frustrating.
Bill Kessler.
But Bill Kessler likes to ice fish. Guadalupe Comillo is the one who likes to birdwatch. Yanni Volkstaya is a champion skier, and Lou Talbot likes to snowshoe.
Oh.
How did you come up with that survey anyway?
I put it together using this profiling kit I saw advertised on the Detective Channel. It was supposed to be foolproof.
Good thing we did that a million times.
Maybe I just need to look at the survey data from a different perspective or something. Yeah, maybe the answer's there after all, and I just gotta shuffle things around in order to see it. Oh, hey, before I forget, Chantel said when you finished the survey, I was supposed to pass some numbers on to you. Said it was the combination of something?
Yes, to the display case. What is it?
7669. Anything else I can do for you?
That does it for now.
Always a pleasure.
That's so crazy that it kept being wrong because the game put it in the wrong spots.
That did it.
There we go. All right. We have time. Let's go. That's the way out.
Stop! How dare you trespass here? You shall pay for your insolence. You win.
Oh, it
Bombs away.
didn't give me the one.
I don't need to go to Icicle Lake. Now that the fishing shack's gone, there's nothing to do there.
But we were supposed to, like, cross it or something. Then I thought that was the way we were supposed to go. We're not doing this puzzle again. We'll go here. I thought that when the ice fishing shack blew up, we went across the thing and it was like, I'm not going to go this way without like snowshoes. So I thought we would go. Maybe it's this way we go.
No more avalanches for me, thank you very much. No more avalanches for me, thank you very much.
Then where am I supposed to go with these friggin' snowshoes? What the heck?
Much better. I was really cold.
Yeah, maybe this must be the way.
Something tells me I shouldn't be making this much noise. Not when I'm walking in a place called Avalanche Ridge.
Am I gonna die? I'm dead. Oh. Oh. So I did die. Then where am I supposed to go?
If I don't get warm soon, I may not make it.
But oh my gosh. Clicked out of the game, believe it or not.
I feel warmer already.
Okay. Let's
Been there, done that. Check.
finally get the snowshoes.
Been there, done that. That's finished. Been there, done that. Check.
Track those without triggering. Was I triggering? Oh my gosh. So that was correct, but I need to be... Okay, they're on. Okay. I guess I just wasn't wearing them last time. I thought I'd put them on, though. Employed as furniture. Petrified wings for muscle. Missing.
Possible sauropod scapula. Take to lab for precise ID.
So someone took that to...
I can't stop shivering. I need to get in and out of the cold, like, soon.
Okay, well, good thing we just stumbled upon
Looks
a
like
little...
some kind of Hello? Is anyone here? Doesn't sound like it.
Shoot. Oh, well. I didn't necessarily want to walk all the way back. Oh, God. I'm gonna freeze to death. Oh my gosh. I'm just frustrating myself. I'm like not even hitting the edge of my screen. Am I gonna freeze to death?
All I want is
Oh, no. Yep. Shoot. Handyman laments American teens' lack of common sense. Scheiße. Okay. Back here again. I'm still pretty cold though. But how am I supposed to know what the code is? You know?
Possible sauropod scapula. Take to lab for precise ID.
I don't know how I'm supposed to know.
If I don't get warm soon, I may not make it.
Okay, so I need to get inside here. It's the only way.
Looks like some kind of house. Could someone be living there? Hello? Is anyone here? Doesn't sound like it.
I'm just gonna die again. How am I supposed to know what this code is?
I'm getting sleepy.
Oh.
If I don't get warm soon, I may not make it. I feel warmer already.
How am I supposed to know what that code is? Like, I need to know the code. How am I supposed to know what that code is? I was talking about these stools in the thing. I have the snowshoes, but...
Still need to do that. Still need to do that.
But when I'm following it, I'm just dying. I don't. I don't get it.
What you need?
That's all the questions I had.
Keep me posted.
Like... I have to be able to get into that shed. Otherwise, I freeze to death. But nowhere has it given me like a place. The Needle, bunkhouse, skating pond. It's just nowhere is it showing me anywhere else to go. Or like what that code is.
Hello again.
I'd better get going.
Okie dokie.
What's up?
Nice talking to you.
Ditto, dude. What's up?
Well, good luck with the game.
Rock and roll.
I just don't understand. What am I missing? It has the combination on it. Someone says how to figure it out. But it's like redacted. It's actually four numbers that are written backwards and forwards together. The four numbers are the combination. Oh, 6, 5. Is that 1, 2? Okay. All right, well, let's try that. I guess that makes sense. All right. Well, what did I say? 6, 5, 1, 2? Okay, I guess we'll try that.
Possible sauropod scapula. Take to lab for precise ID. If I don't get warm soon, I may not make it. Looks like some kind of... Hello? Is anyone here? Doesn't sound like it.
There we go. All right.
The Rest of My Life by Julius McQuaid.
I picked this diary up in Winnipeg on a whim. Maybe I'll write in it, maybe I won't. Now that I'm through at Brill Labs and through with work in general, I don't have to do anything I don't want to. Maybe I'll miss people so much that I'll feel like I have to write to someone, even if it's just myself, or maybe not. Probably not. I'm tired of people, tired of writing things down, tired of feeling as caged as the animals I spent 40 years working with. I'm 3 hours. The train will reach In 3 hours, the train will reach Edmonton. Maybe I'll get off, maybe I won't. Hello, freedom. I woke up in my tent to the sound of distant gunshots this morning, and later I found a wolf pup all by herself, stuck in a bunch of brambles. I figured the hunters had gotten her mother since she was nowhere around, and since there was no way the pup was even going to extricate herself, I started chopping through the brambles to free her. It took me a while, though, and I was talking to her all the time, trying to keep her from struggling and hurting herself. So what I was really doing, without meaning to, was imprinting my voice and my scent on her brain, because at first she went racing off, but then later I noticed that she was following me. Even now she's sitting about 20 yards away, despite my campfire, just watching me. I haven't fed her. I avoided touching her while I was cutting her free from the brambles, yet she's there. So since this could be the beginning of an interesting relationship, I thought maybe I should take some notes. Old habits are indeed hard to break. This is 6 days later. The pup, whose coat is pure white, still shadows me wherever I go. Every day she narrows the distance between us. Which has been reduced to about 20 feet. If I get any closer, she runs, but she always comes back. 10:28. The pup, which I've been calling Isis, now keeps no less than 7 feet between us at all times, a distance with which I am happy as well. I've watched her hunt for food, have seen what she can do with her teeth and jaws, and have no desire to ever encounter either on a personal basis. I've resisted the urge to feed her or to make her in any way dependent upon me. But I do talk to her. I can't help myself. I've discovered that talking is a very basic human need. Why Isis listens, I don't know, but she does. Of that I'm certain. Snow has begun to fall, so I've moved into an abandoned storage hut that I found. It's a little too close to what used to be an old hunting lodge for my taste, but beggars can't be choosers. As winter sets in and I venture outside less and less, I expect that Isis will soon abandon her vigil and make a full return to the wild. I will miss her strange companionship, but that's how it should be. 11:17. When I woke up this morning, I was shocked to discover that Isis had found a way into the shack and was lying not 3 feet away from me. She woke up the instant I did. We stared at each other. Then she put her head down and went back to sleep. Apparently she trusts me, or maybe wants me to trust her. In any case, this is truly uncharted territory for me, but the urge to explore it is irresistible. 2:8. Like it or not, Isis has become my pet, or I have become hers. I'm not at all sure which. While she is never underfoot, preferring to remain at least 3 feet away from me most of the time, she does permit and occasionally seeks out a friendly pat or two on the head and shoulders, although, unlike most dogs, she doesn't seem to consider my touch to be any kind of reward. In fact, I sometimes feel that by letting me pet her, she's rewarding me. 3:27. With the coming of spring, I fully expect Isis to take off one day and never return, but so far that hasn't happened. She disappears for hours at a time, no doubt to hunt, but for some reason she always returns. 4:4. Last night a wolf started howling in the distance. Isis sat bolt upright and listened so hard she was shaking, but when the howling ended, after a moment she lay back down and went back to sleep, and I suddenly realized that she's not going to leave. Ever. It was either the wilderness on me, and incredibly she chose me. Wilderness or me, and she chose me. 7:10. Isis is by far the smartest animal I have ever seen. By watching her carefully and...
So once I get her attention by saying her name, I can give her commands.
Carefully and reinforcing specific actions with specific words, I can get her to perform those actions on command. For instance, whenever I saw her lie down, I'd say down, and now when I say down, she lies down. Here's a list of the commands I've taught her. Down, forward, jump, stay, bark, paw, left, right, around. So those seem pretty, those make sense. I can give Isis not just one command, but many commands, chained in a row, and she'll carry them out one by one in order. I start such a chain off commands by saying Isis, and I end the command by saying go. For instance, if I want her to move forward, then lie down, then turn to her right, then bark, then turn to her left, then turn around and come back, I say Isis, forward, down, right, bark, left, turn around, go. And she does it. She won't even attempt to follow a command that makes no sense to her. She's truly amazing. I set up a maze and had Isis navigate it by giving her a chain of commands, and she did it. She did it several times, in fact, with the maze set up differently each time. Moreover, when she's following commands I've given her, she tends to retrieve any strange object she may come across in the process. Like today, she came out of the maze holding an old sock, which she promptly dropped at my feet. It was like she was glad I was keeping her busy And she was saying thanks.
Ability to sort objects by scent. If she has an object in her mouth, she'll sniff, then drop the object near another object that has the same scent.
Spent the winter refining Isis' ability to sort objects by scent. If she has an object in her mouth, she'll sniff, then drop the object near another object that has the same scent. She'd make an incredible police dog. After all, she could retrieve a clue, then figure out who left it by picking the matching scent out of a lineup of suspects' belongings. Maddox would have had a field day with her. Note to self, never ever feed Isis, especially by hand. Today a rat got into my pantry in the shack. I managed to grab it by the tail and was in the process of flinging it outside when Isis appeared out of nowhere, leapt up and snapped the rat right out of my grasp, missing my fingers by millimeters. I simply cannot allow myself to even forget this one fact. Isis is by nature a wild animal. A freak snowstorm caught me by surprise yesterday afternoon. It was sunny and a warm one minute. Next minute it was clouding up and the temperature was plummeting, and the next minute it was snowing so hard I couldn't see a thing. All I had was a light jacket, and after wandering around blindly, getting more and more wet and lost and exhausted, I finally sat down, figuring I was done for. Then all of a sudden Isis appeared, dragging something with her mouth. It was my heavy coat, so I put it on, sat there till the storm lit up, then followed Isis back to the shack. She saved my life, I'm sure of it. 12:24. I've had a fever and a bad cough for about 2 weeks now, and this morning I felt so awful that I almost couldn't get out of bed. So I'm going to hike out to the road while I still have the strength and hitch a ride to Pineville Hospital. Hopefully they'll give me some antibiotics.
Pineville Hospital.
And send
Maybe
me on my
I can
way.
use Isis and her incredible sense of smell to figure out who owns the notebook I found outside. All I have to do is get something from each of the people at the lodge, something that each of them has touched, then let Isis figure out which of their scents matches the scent on the notebook.
And send me on my way before Isis started to wander where I've gone. The possibility that she would think I've abandoned her just breaks my heart. She has come to mean the world to me. Oh, she's pissed.
Isis, stay. Down. Isis, down. Go. Wonder what this is. Looks like there's a phone number on it. This indentation looks just like the one on that plaque in the lodge where that missing Rex bone used to be.
Cute little Isis. Like a washcloth. Go to the hut. Give Isis the denser bone notebook I found. If she drops it on what I collected, if she does, that person. Call the cell phone, find the missing bone. Okay, I need to get something from everybody. Ooh, another explosion. Alright, let's go back. So I need to collect... Oh, did I miss lunch? I think I missed lunch. Oh. So I need to collect something from everyone. So like they said, they're like washcloths, I guess.
Much better. Who's this from? Meet me in the sauna in the basement. I have some interesting information for you. A sauna sounds good to me.
Oh. I was snoring. I was like,
Long as it's not time to cook, I might as well stay out of the kitchen.
Yeah, so I missed lunch. Nice.
Hello? Anybody here? These weren't here before. That birthmark below his eye looks very familiar.
It's getting awfully hot in here.
Is someone out there? The door's... Whew, I'm getting really, really hot.
Can I use something? What do I do?
I don't need to put these on now.
What do I do? I'm trapped! That's not helpful. Oh, that's not helpful either.
Ugh.
Is that what I'm supposed to do, or... No, what the... What am I supposed to do?
Hey, is someone out there? The door's... Whew, I'm getting really, really hot.
Do I just keep shaking? Do I just keep doing this? What am I supposed to do? I can't. Can I look up? I can just look back.
Ugh.
I just... Am I gonna faint? I don't know what... What am I supposed to do? I can't call anybody. I don't have anything to unstick it. Nothing else is working. I'm in here, I feel like an awfully long time. What? We're just supposed to sit here and rattle the door over and over again? If I turn back around, I pass out. What is happening? Like, this is way longer than it was before. Try looking over on the wall of the sauna. You will see a puzzle connecting pipes. Oh
Once I
my
get all these
gosh.
pipes connected, I can turn on the cold water and cool this place off.
Oh.
There. I may still be locked in, but
How
at
am I
least I won't
supposed...
feel like a
Okay.
rotisserie chicken anymore.
Nancy!
Mr. Kessler? What are you doing down here?
I came down here looking for Ollie, but then I heard all this noise and thought I'd better check it out. Door got stuck again, huh? Say, you look kinda bedraggled.
Bedraggled?
I'm fine, and I'll be even better after you and I have a little talk.
Yeah, that's me. When I was a kid, this place was practically my second home. My late grandmother, Tilly Wentworth, used to own it.
So when you said this was the first time you've been here?
I lied. See, about 2 years ago, just before she died, my grandmother sold this place to Albert Moeequay without telling anyone in her family. From what I've heard about Moeequay, I'm pretty sure he bullied her into selling. I think he cheated her, and he cheated us, and that it's high time somebody...
Taught him a lesson by, say, putting Icicle Creek Lodge out of business?
I had nothing to do
Calling
with
him
that
out.
explosion, loose window, the food poisoning, the icy stairs, none of that stuff. You ask me, it's karma. The Moeequays are just getting what's coming to them.
Since you used to spend so much time here, do you know if there's a way to get into Trapper Dan's Needle?
You know that pyramid thing on the table over there by the entrance to the dining room? If you fool around with it until nothing but pigs show on the outside, this compartment will open up and inside will be this round magnetic thing that used to be Trapper Dan's special master key. Just hold it up by the needle and a hidden door will pop open.
But I already opened up the pyramid, and there was nothing inside.
There wasn't? Oh. Well, I'm afraid you're out of luck.
There's no other way to get into Trapper Dan's Needle?
You know, Grandma Tilly once told me that if you turn the top of the pyramid 45 degrees, then fill all the boxes on the outside with one kind of animal, then another kind of animal, until you do that for all 4 animals, she said if you do that, you'd find a journal in there written by Trapper Dan himself.
Do you think it's still there?
I guess. I know I didn't take it out of there.
I'd better get going.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Oh my gosh. Just immediately sleeping. Accurate though. Okay. Okay, so we want all to do all the animals. Okay. Pig. is harder, for sure. Oh, shoot, man. I like kind of can see. Oh, this is so close. Goodness. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That was tough. Okay. There. Ooh.
Daniel Weissnitz, better known as Trapper Dan, I'll bet.
Hi hee ho ho to you for discovering my hidden journal. No doubt you already found my magnetic key that unlocks my needle in the rooms. I have not. Keep my secret safe, especially from the Mounties and those rascally squirrels. Devious varnets. One thing's for certain, without an intelligent creature that can crawl through small spaces such as my beloved Mary, you won't be able to use my vaults. The little piggy. I fixed the vault passages so you can see if your animal is dumb or smart getting lost in the vaults. Make sure your pet can jump as there are pits to move the levers. I want to take a picture of this. I feel like I'm going to need a picture of this.
The first thing you need to do is crack my cipher below, or just follow the moose, wolf, raccoon, and Mary. Looks like the rest is in some kind of code.
And if you're a knucklehead and lost my magnetic key, don't run around yelling like some crazed Wolverine. I've done it many times to come up with an ingenious way of getting back into my needle. As for the rooms, well, you'll just have to bust down the doors and remake the key. The first thing to do is crack my cipher below, or just follow the moose, wolf, raccoon, and Mary. Mary always had. Any combination will work. I don't know if I need to know what this cipher.
Can't find Mary? Well, try pulling on that rope above the vaults.
I'll open up.
You'll just have to keep it taut. Mary always helped me with that. Mary must have been referring to his pet pig.
Can't find Mary. We'll try pulling on the rope above the vaults. It'll open up a surprise at the end of the hallway on the second floor. Oh. Rope. You just have to keep it taut. Mary always helped me with that, and she got through the maze. Now you just need 3 more keys to open the keyholes. And then more of this cipher. Which I don't know if we're gonna... Oh, I'm covering it up. More cipher. And then this thing. Oh. Oh. Okay. I think these match the colors of the room. The rooms, like upstairs. So let's go make the rooms those colors. Because there's 6 rooms, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this one would be red. Okay, it's red. Perfect. This one, oh, no. This one should be white. Okay. This one should be blue. This one should be red. This one should be green. And this one should be blue.
I'm only supposed to use this door if it's an emergency.
Huh. I thought that would do something. That's blue. Green. This should be red. And blue. White. And red. I mean, that should be Mary, like... Huh. Okay. Ooh, figure out the trapper meant when he wrote in his journal about using the rope above the vaults that open up surprise in the stairway. Open up a surprise in the stairway? When I wrote about using the rope above the vaults. Decipher the code so I can read what's there. Take Trapper Jane's journal out of the cart and read it.
Check.
Turn to
Check.
that.
Check. That's finished. Check.
Okay, I do need to call the number that was on that thing, but I feel like it's supposed to open... Is it on this stairway? This stairway?
I can't go outside, not without a coat. It's too cold.
334 555 7625. 334 555 70. I don't know if that's a number. No, it's 7625, I think, actually. 334 555. Is it 7625? Yes, okay. 7625. There we go.
You've reached the office of Dr. Nikki Sabatini, professor of geology at the University of Alberta, Camrose. The sound of the beep... No, disregard all that. I'm here. Who's this?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at the Icicle Creek Lodge, and I recently came across some kind of device that had your phone number on it.
Describe the device.
Well, it has a spike on one end of it, and...
Well, I'll be darned. Where did you say you found it?
Well, actually, someone's dog was using it as a chew toy. She must have found it outside somewhere. You know what it is?
It's a geophone. Someone stole a whole crate of them from me when I was out on Skookum Ridge not too long ago.
What's a geophone?
If you stick it in the ground, a geophone will detect seismic waves and turn them into electrical signals, which are then transmitted to a computer so they can be recorded and eventually interpreted. It lets geologists like me make maps of mineral deposits and such without doing any digging. See, I was preparing to do a subsurface survey of the area using reflection seismology. I set up camp, stored all my equipment in a trailer, went into town for supplies, and when I came back, the trailer had been broken into, and all my geophones were gone. I was going to be the first person to do a full geological survey of the Icicle Creek drainage and the ridges surrounding it. Got grant money and everything. The person who ripped off my equipment sure screwed that up for me. If I ever get my hands on him, oh!
When you say seismic waves, are you talking about earthquakes?
In a way. You see, the seismic waves that geophones detect are man-made. You detonate something on the surface of the ground, and the concussion creates seismic waves which bounce off different geological features differently, depending on the impedance of the feature. The reflected waves are what the geophones detect and transmit.
So, to put the geophones to use, you need to blow things up?
Correct.
That's interesting. So, if someone were looking for valuable mineral deposits, they might use geophones to do it?
If someone had the technical expertise, yes. Although reflection seismology is more typically employed to locate deposits of hydrocarbons, like oil and gas.
What types of mineral deposits are likely to be found around the Icicle Creek drainage?
All kinds of deposits. Silver, lead, uranium, molybdenum. I love saying that word, molybdenum. I think that's why I became a geologist. Just so I'd have a reason to say molybdenum. Anyway, if you come across any more of my geophones, or anything that would indicate who stole them, please, please, please let me know.
I will.
Good.
What do you know about dinosaur bones?
Precious little, I'm afraid. I know it's possible to find good specimens in Alberta, particularly in your area. But beyond that, paleontology's not really my thing. And all my paleo pals are currently off digging in the dirt on the other side of the world. So I'm afraid I can't refer you to anyone either.
Are dinosaur bones good for anything?
Other than studying? If you're a scientist, no. But because they're obviously rare, a lot of people collect them. In fact, I understand there's a pretty big black market for them.
Black market? You mean people pay money for dinosaur bones?
People pay big money for them.
I've taken you away from your job long enough.
One more thing. All of my geophones were hardwired to transmit at 990 kilohertz. So if you find any kind of receiver tuned to that frequency, check it out, because it could very well belong to the thief.
Good to know.
Bye.
Okay. Whew. Still really nothing here. Maybe we should go out and look at Trapper Dan's needle again. Let's go. Still nothing, huh? Fossil's gone.
Go back to Chicken Ridge and risk getting caught in another avalanche? I don't think so. I feel warmer already.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. I finished that survey and faxed it to Tino.
I know. I was a little disappointed to hear that it had failed to pinpoint the culprit. But
Shocked.
Tino said he's still analyzing the data, whatever that means. Anyway, what else is going on?
Do you have any idea what would make Bill Kessler think that your father cheated Tilly Wentworth when he bought Icicle Creek Lodge from her?
What does Bill Kessler know about it?
Apparently she was his grandmother.
Okay, here's what happened. Apparently, Tilly Wentworth got addicted to the shop-at-home channel and couldn't stop buying things. And pretty soon she was in debt up to her eyeballs. So finally, totally desperate, she went to my father and offered to sell the lodge to him for just enough money to pay off her creditors. But there was one stipulation, that my father never tell her family the real reason she was selling.
Why not?
She was embarrassed. She didn't want her children and grandchildren to discover that she'd squandered their inheritance. So my father bought the lodge from her, and as it turns out, she passed away soon afterwards. My father kept his word and never said anything to her family, even when they started saying that he'd somehow forced her to sell the lodge to him at a ridiculously low price.
Wow, Bill Kessler has no idea.
Well, unfortunately, it's gotta stay that way, so don't tell him. It's what his grandmother wanted.
You'll hear from me again later.
I have to get going too. Bye!
Oh, you know what? We were supposed to call the hospital. 403 535 4878. Finally have a reason to call it now, since that guy from the journal went to the hospital.
Pinevale Hospital, Nurse Blake speaking.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. I'm trying to locate a man named Julius McQuaid. I think he may have been treated there on Christmas Eve.
Oh, yes, Julius McQuaid. I remember him well. Was he a relative, dear?
Was? You mean he passed away?
Yes, dear. Viral pneumonia. As I recall, we admitted him and he was gone less than 24 hours later.
Well, I wasn't a relative and I didn't really know him. We had kind of a mutual friend.
From his appearance, it looked as if he'd spent the last several years holed up somewhere in the wilderness. That's why I remember him. I felt sorry for him, living all alone like that.
Actually, he wasn't alone. He was with our mutual friend.
Well, that's good to hear.
Do you still have his personal effects?
When he came in, all he had were the clothes on his back. No wallet, nothing. We turned his clothes over to the authorities along with his remains. But last I heard, they weren't able to locate any relatives either. I'm sure by now he's been cremated.
Well, thank you for the information.
Sorry the news couldn't have been better. Goodbye, dear.
How nice. What a nice nurse. See if the police still have any of his things. Now I'm interested. We asked. That must mean he must have had personal effects.
This is the sheriff's office. Nobody's in the office right now, so you can either hang up and call back, or wait for
Might as well leave a
and leave
message.
us a message. Your choice.
Might as well leave a message. Hi, Sheriff. It's Nancy Drew. Nothing urgent.
Oh.
I'm just kind of checking in, so if I don't hear from you, I'll call you back later. Bye.
Okay. Huh. Possible new species. 2 vertebrae employed as furniture. Petrified wings from muscle attachment missing. Otherwise in excellent condition. Owner clueless. Says came with lodge. I probably excavated by builder. Trapper Dan. Foot search of immediate vicinity. Private property. Yielded nothing. Let's figure out how to look for and excavate other species and secret potential gold mine. Take to lab for precise ID. That's a journal. Oh, this is Trapper Dan's. There's a little tunnel area somewhere. Crack this code. Or just follow the moose, wolf, raccoon, and Mary. Any combination will work. The wolf here, pig, and what do these? On that road, what are the vaults? It'll open up a surprise at the end of the hallway on the second floor. The doors. Yeah. Huh. Is this the vaults, maybe?
What you need?
I'd better get back upstairs.
Good.
What do they consider the vaults? Again, I can go up close to this, but for why? Where does that key even go to? Oh, no. Okay, well, I honestly think we might wrap up the stream here. Because I feel like I'm a little stuck, but it's also getting pretty late. Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to end it here. I am a chef. What am I now? I am confused. Save. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, a great night. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, you can find me on YouTube at theelazyginger games and subscribe there. Give me a follow here, whatever floats your boat, wherever you like to watch what you watch. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I will be back on Tuesday around 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And yeah, again, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.